If you're wondering if the Nikon D500 camera of 2016 is relevant in 2022, then stick around. In this video, I'll be telling you more about the Nikon D500 camera and why it's still one of the best cameras you can lay your hands on. Okay, so you want to click wildlife and you're considering the Nikon D500. You're in the right place. I have a 5-point checklist to decide whether any camera is good enough for wildlife photography. They are the number of autofocus points, autofocus speed, burst speed, buffer size, and image quality. Now before we talk about each of these in detail, I want to tell you that the camera has excellent build quality. It's weather sealed, so you can use it briefly in light rain and it's dust resistant. If you read the specs, Nikon will tell you that this camera has 153 focus points and that 99 of them are cross type points. What you should know is that only 55 out of those 153 points are selectable by the user, and only 35 out of those 55 are cross-type focus points. On the other hand, the D500's biggest rival, the Canon 7D Mark II, has 66 focus points, all cross-type. Cross-type points are able to focus faster and more accurately than non-cross-type points. You can rely on them to nail focus every single time. I always set my autofocus area to single point and select the relevant focus point where I want maximum sharpness, and I align that focus point with the eye of the subject. You must also know that the focus points on the D500 that fall along the rule of thirds are not cross type, which is a bummer when I want to align something along the rule of thirds. But it's not always that the eye of the bird needs to be along the thirds. And even though there are no cross type points along the thirds, we have non-cross type points there. That's better than having no points at all. The autofocus speed is fast. With some practice, you should be able to nail focus on your subjects even in challenging situations. The camera has a 20.9 megapixel sensor and clicks 10 frames per second, which is exceptional. It has a buffer size of 200 raw images. So as long as you have a fast enough card, which you should when clicking wildlife, your camera shouldn't slow down just because the buffer is full. When clicking pictures of birds in flight, for example, we need shutter speeds in excess of 1/2000th of a second, sometimes even 1/4000th of a second, and that means higher ISO values. The image quality is exceptional even at 1600 ISO. The Nikon D500 camera checks all boxes, and that's why it's still one of the best cameras you can lay your hands on, even in 2022. The thing that makes it more appealing than some other brands is the Nikon 200 to 500mm lens. This lens has a fixed maximum aperture of 5.6 through the entire range of focal lengths. The 500mm focal length is extremely essential when clicking pictures of birds. Canon unfortunately never considered providing us an affordable 500mm lens for their DSLR cameras, whereas Nikon offers two, the 200 to 500 and the 500 5.6 prime lens. But the Canon 100 to 400 Mark II lens is much smaller and lighter, ideal for jeep safaris if you're going to click larger mammals such as tigers, leopards, rhinos. Please see the link in the description to find out if the Canon 7D Mark II camera is relevant in 2022. So now you know more about the Nikon D500 camera and why it's still one of the best cameras going around. I'm Girish Menon. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos on bird and wildlife photography.